What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to do a birthday reading for the birthday of January 6th and October 31st. We will start off with the January 6th person. You are a Capricorn. You are a Capricorn 2. You are a Earth sign. And what do I know about Capricorns? Very hardworking, very driven. Sometimes you all can be very isolated from people. You know, you get kind of funny, like you don't really trust people like that. You about your business, and you don't want nobody getting in the way of that business, honey. Okay, you may cut somebody for getting in your business. What else do I know about Capricorn? Sometimes you all can be like very unemotional, and I say that because I'm a Cancer and you are like my opposite sign, so there may be some traits that you all have that Cancers need, and you know, vice versa. Okay, so your birthday is the day of substantiation. Okay, it's the day of substantiation, and your strengths are: you are faithful, you are accepting, and you are searching. Your weaknesses are: you are naive, you are unrealistic, and you are self-sacrificing. Substantiation is a central theme in the lives of January 6 people, exploring or proving for themselves and others the truth of any given situation, be it metaphysical or pragmatic. Such an urge to make sense of life can manifest in many ways, from philosophical speculations to a basic search for the best way to live. Even the most materially oriented January 6 people usually believe in a divinity, nature, or universal spirit or soul. For them, their physical existence alone can be proof of the wonders of a universal force. The most spiritual of January 6 people seek to embody intangibles in their everyday existence through devotion, love, duty, and sacrifice. They display an interest in every physical manifestation of the spirit. So what I'm wondering is, are you spiritual or are you religious? That's like what I'm getting with you. And is that important to you? Their interest in the world is not usually so technical as it is philosophical and poetic. I like that. I respect philosophical people. But though they tend to be highly subjective individuals, that means that, you know, you want what you want. Like I said, you know, your way. They express far out thoughts with great clarity so that others may understand. Therefore, regardless of profession, they are often teachers in the true sense of the word. So you go around and you teach people. That's good. I'm feeling you, Capricorn. Okay. You going around, you helping people. You seem like a helpful person. You care about people. Highly courageous individuals, those born on this day, are not adverse to facing danger. They recognize the power of dark forces. So you recognize evil when you are around it. Whether it be your employer, your next door neighbor, somebody funny in the family, you are quick to point that out. But at the same time can radiate an innocence and a light, like a child, which softens the hardest hearts and wins over the grossest skeptics. Wow. True believers, their inner vision remains unshaken through the hardest trials. So, you know, when you're going through something, you still have an inner vision that helps you to maintain your sanity, and you are calm. And that's a good trait to have, because not a lot of people have that. You know, when everything is going wrong, that's when a lot of people are more prone to give up. So that's dope. I like that. This is not exactly a belief in themselves. Oh, okay, it ain't about you, but a belief in a power greater than themselves, which somehow moves through them. Are you into church or something? Is there are you spiritual? Are you religious? Like, I'm picking up on that. Several difficulties may arise for January 6 people in the course of their explorations. Perhaps the most obvious of these is they will see proof for their ideas everywhere and come to believe that everything that happens has to have special significance for them. So anything that happens to you, you believe it happened for a reason. You one of those people. You don't believe that, oh, that just happened out the blue. You always tend to see that when something happens, it happens to teach you something. It's always deeper than what everybody else may see, right? Another is that they may feel a great need to be followed, worshiped. There go that word. Remember what I just said. I'm religious. Are you religious? Are you, or it may not be you are of the church, but, you want followers, people to follow you and what you say. You want to be the leader, okay? And that may be why you go around teaching to people, hey, you need to work on this. You need to do that. Even adored. And I was just thinking of that word before I read it. Okay. Even adored for bringing the light to others. What did I say? You go around teaching and child. Oh. Finally, they may prove too demanding for some who prefer to take life more casually and have little or any need to be taught. Okay, so some of that teaching you may be doing to other people, they don't appreciate that because, they don't want to get that deep, into things. They just want to be casual, kind of just let things happen. And you are deeper than that. That's what I'm picking up from you. You're deeper than that. And I don't know, you give me the sense of somebody that you try to tell people stuff and it's like they don't listen and you get frustrated. So I'm going to start that line again. Finally, they may prove too demanding for some who prefer to take life more casually and have little or any need to be taught or to subject their observations to the constant verification process demanded by January 6 people. What did I just say about you? Okay, you want to watch out for that. Like the people that respect the things that you have to say and, that really want to find out the truth of certain situations or maybe about certain people, tell those people, but don't waste your time on people that don't want to listen, people that's hard-headed, people that, may not be good for you anyways in the long run. So why are you even looking out for them? Whatever can be said about those born on this day, their reactions are real and their opinions honest. They may be seen as unrealistic and needy by some. So some people look at you as being kind of like you crazy, that's not really there, or, kind of gaslighting you. And I don't know, I'm getting the feeling like you're a deep person and it's like you see things that other people don't want to see. Or simply dismissed by others as naive. What did I say? Okay. Oh, she believe everything. And, people kind of, like I said, gaslighting you, making fun of you. Oh, and it's irritating for you because you really do have good intentions. That's what I'm getting. But basically, they do not change, even with the onset of maturity. Wow. So you probably have been the way you've been for a long time, even, since childhood. A lot of us, the same characteristics we had as a child, a lot of times we just, we grow into an adult and, we act the same ways. We do some of the same things. So a lot of stuff that was within you as a child stayed with you throughout the course of your life. But by retaining a childlike attitude of wonder and awe, they are often many steps ahead of their negative critics. What did I tell you? You see things and people, they don't want to hear it, okay? You're knowledgeable. That's why you go around teaching people. You have the best interests of people. You're trying to help people. But like I told you, only help people that want the help. Don't waste your time. Anything else is a waste of time. They will in their own time find through experience or perhaps study what is most suitable for them to devote themselves to in life. So you will find out in time that you need to focus on what's important for you. And like I keep saying, don't worry about these other people. But some people, though, I realize they're caring like that. They really care about guiding other people, children, older people, Okay, let's look at your numbers and planets. Those born on the 6th day of the month are ruled by the number 6 and by the planet Venus. Those ruled by the number 6 are magnetic in attracting, but also in expressing sympathy and admiration. For January 6 people, the added influence of Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, enhances loyalty, but also tendencies to hero worship. There's that word, worship. Worship. Be aware of that word. Be aware of wanting people to worship you, wanting to be adored. Okay? Pay attention to that, because that's the word for you that keeps coming up. And I'm looking at your weaknesses. You're self-sacrificing. So you'll go without just so other people can have. Don't do that. You are betraying yourself when you do that. Don't do that. Like I said, only help those that want to be helped. Everything and everybody else is a waste of time. You got to get like that in life, you guys. The Saturn-Venus connection can indicate a highly unusual, complex love life with painful dilemmas. So maybe you went through a lot, in your love life. Often love becomes the dominant theme in the lives of those ruled by the number 6. So love is important to you. Tarot. Emphasizing this last point is the fact that the 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers, symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side, this card indicates affections and desires on a high moral, aesthetic, and physical plane. On the bad side, it suggests a propensity for unfulfilled desires, sentimentality, and indecisiveness. January 6 people must be careful of sacrificing themselves for love. What did I just tell you? You sacrificing, not necessarily just in the romantic department, but it seems like when you love people, you put yourself on the line. You put your stuff on hold. Okay, you want to take care of you first, because until you can, take care of you, you can't help nobody else. Let's get into your advice. And let's get into your health again, really quick. Your health before the advice and your meditation. Those born on January 6 must be wary of their worshipful. There's that word again. How many times have we said it? Worship. You must be wary of your worshipful and self-sacrificing tendencies. That was part of your negative quality. What did I just tell you? That was one of your negative qualities. Self-sacrificing. Where in your life are you self-sacrificing? Please stop. Okay? Pull back slowly if you can't fully. Okay? It's always best to do something slowly than to not do it at all. That's how I feel. It says they can wear themselves out tending to the needs of others. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? And neglect their own health in the process. Furthermore, they may become devoted to a more powerful individual who demands a regimen which is harmful to them. January 6 people must maintain balance, okay? In moderation when it comes to their own health. Tried and true diets, established forms of exercise, and large doses of regular sleep are what's best for them. The advice the book has for you. Remember that it is your life. Don't live it for. Okay, this is what the book is telling you. Don't live it for or through anyone else. Okay? Look after yourself, but remain open to sharing with others. So you can still share with others and teach, but you need to be selective in doing that. Okay? Serve only that which merits your service. What did I? Okay, hold up now. Hold up. Brand new as a psychic, honey, okay? I'm over here getting my Miss Cleo on, but I just told you that. What did I tell you, January 6th? I said only serve others. I probably didn't say those words, but only teach others, help others that want the help, that are willing to give to you. You know, everybody else, leave them by the wayside. Don't spend your time explaining yourself to people. Explain through action, okay? Say less. That's an expression. Say less. Okay? I love that. Serve only that which merits your service. Only where you go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it. Okay, meditation. Each person can be a channel for greater power. So that is your meditation. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I enjoyed doing it. You guys, I decided to do these readings for you guys because I really want to help you guys as much as I can. I've been looking to make this channel more spiritual, more like myself. I love doing the entertainment stuff too. You know, I love all of that, but this is a part of who I am. Okay? And it comes to me naturally. So it's an honor for me to, you know, read you guys' birthday. All right, let's get started on October 31st. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so your birthday is October 31st. You are a Scorpio, Scorpio 1. You are a water sign. You're a fixed water sign. I got a friend that's a Scorpio. Y'all are very mysterious. Y'all do not believe in sharing a lot. You only tell people what you want them to know. Scorpio is very secretive like that. And Scorpio makes no apologies for that. I remember I asked a Scorpio one time. It wasn't my friend. I think it was this other lady I met. And she was like, well, that's not your business. And that's my business. I was like, okay, ma'am. All right, sister. Okay. All right, so it says the day of attentiveness. This is also Willow Smith's birthday, Jada Pinkett's daughter. Your strengths are you are caring, you are observant, you are indomitable. Your weaknesses, you're self-effacing, easily irritated. Wow. Resentful. Wow, okay. It says October 31st people pride themselves on being meticulous observers and executors of detail. So you like detail. You pay attention to it. Their ability to concentrate all of their energy allows them to cut through obstructions thrown up in their way. This laser-like intensity also makes them formidable adversaries. That means you rack up enemies too. However, October 31st people are not in general overly aggressive. They can in fact display a sweet and even gentle exterior which belies their harder side. In personal relationships, they are caring and protective, but underneath, October 31st people of both sexes have a kind of warrior mentality working, and it can on occasion land them in plenty of trouble. Sometimes after the fact, it will seem as if trouble was just what they were after. Ooh, you're a bit of a troublemaker, huh? Okay. You like a little bit of conflict, but not from their point of view. Okay, so you don't see it as being a troublemaker. You don't see it as you wanting, trouble. Sounds like a rebellious person for some reason. And yeah, I'm looking at, not to make this about Willow Smith, it is her birthday, but if you see Willow Smith very rebellious, that's what I'm getting. As far as they are concerned, they only attack when provoked. Wow. Okay. So you don't see things the way other people see things, and people may accuse you of things from time to time, and you say, well, no, that wasn't my intention. You wanted them. Actually, those born on this day may have problems with assertiveness. For short of this kind of all-out reaction, they can behave in an overly accommodating manner. So, you kind of be letting people have their way. You don't want the confrontation. That's interesting. In other words, they are often too nice and come to regret it later when they have been let down or unappreciated. So you have regrets about being too nice to the wrong people. You always feel like people, in a sense, have played you, did you wrong, backstabbed you. This can lead to real depression. I bet it can. Which, after all, is only anger driven inside. So you keep your anger in. And that's why it says one of your weaknesses is you're resentful. Because you don't tell people how they have made you feel. You have to learn to, be more assertive. Speak up for yourself. Let people know that something hurt you, or they disrespected you, and you don't appreciate that, and you won't tolerate that behavior. Combat, whether physical or mental, it is a reoccurring theme for those born on this day. The warrior mentality is one that enjoys the challenge of great odds and is capable of exercising restraint, suffering privations, including lack of food, drink, and sleep. So you can go without those things, and bearing pain. So you have a strong pain threshold. You could take in a lot of pain before you admit that there's a problem. Like, you probably is the last person that be wanting to go to the hospital when it's time for you to go. Those born on this day often take pride in their eschewing of comforts and luxuries and their ability to handle any surprising or dangerous situation that arises instantly. Mental training is thus key to the development of an October 31st personality. October 31st people do not give ground easily. They have keen critical minds, adept at ferreting out falsehoods and insecurities. They love detective work. So you love to investigate, get to the bottom of things before you make a decision, basically. And before you decide, who's going to be around you and, if you can trust them. And often take an active interest in both criminality and daring exploits. Calculated risks may attract them, but they are by no means reckless daredevils. So you don't go around for the sake of just causing trouble. It's like if it comes your way, you're willing to do what you got to do to get out of it, but you ain't reckless. You ain't out here, just acting a fool, just to be acting a fool, honey. They are nonetheless accident prone and can be rather unlucky at certain crucial points in their lives, which they initially take very hard. However, in the face of such adversity, they are determined in their efforts to turn their luck around and often succeed in doing so. So that lets me know that you're very resilient. You know how to get through tough times. You're a determined person. You could be down on your luck. Things can be all bad, but you keep telling yourself, I got this. I'm a change this. I'm a change that. Sometimes people may not believe you, but you believe you. And that's all that matters. Those born on this day must not let small things irritate them or push their buttons. Now there's that word, irritate, because that was one of your weaknesses. You allow people to easily irritate you. And it may not be just people, things, you know. The key to October 31st power is concentration. If this is broken, those born on this day may become confused and therefore vulnerable in extreme situations. October 31st people will always strive to give their all when they believe in an ideal or a person. Like I said, you don't give up. Other people may give up on you, but you know, you don't. When you believe something, you wholeheartedly believe it. October 31st people will always strive to give. Oh, we already read that line. So I talked to you about you know, giving your all. They must, however, learn to deal with rejection and emotional disappointment. So you have to learn how to deal with that. Don't let it, you know, fester inside, because if you let those type of things fester inside, that will cause you to be resentful. Okay. And while I'm speaking of being resentful, I look over, that's one of your weaknesses. You know, keeping things inside, letting things fester, not speaking up when you should. Trying to look. It says, since quality rather than quantity is central to their work ethic, they may at times give an impression of passivity accompanied by a lack of drive and ambition. So, I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting that you may pass up on things. You don't just do stuff just for the money. You got to believe in it. It has to be of quality, of substance for you to be involved. You're not one of these people. You know, certain people, you know, they do whatever they can for money. Oh, I'll do that. Oh, I do. You got to be inspired. It has to be a reason for you to, you know, get involved. And other people may see it as, but dang, you know, they ain't that driven or ambitious. But it's an impression that you giving off. That's not really who you are. Okay. This is primarily due to their sense of restraint and disinterest in attracting undue attention. Oh, so you don't like attention that basically, you know, you don't need. You don't need the wrong attention. You need, you know, you want to be seen and known for who you are and what you bring to the world, and not superficial things. Okay, numbers and planets. Those born on the 31st day of the month are ruled by the number 4. 3 plus 1 equals 4, and by the planet Uranus. Since only 7 months have a 31st day, it is less common number for a birthday, and the people born on these days are often difficult to fathom. Wow. Those ruled by the number 4 can be stubborn or argumentative. So that's what it's saying about you. You could be argumentative. You want to watch out for that. Often see things differently from everyone else. And you know what that kind of reminds me of like a person that's, you believe one thing, everybody else is saying another thing, you know, but they all in agreement. You the only one, everybody looking at you like you the unusual one. The planet Uranus makes those ruled by the number 4 quick and explosive in their change of mood. This quality is accentuated for October 31st people by the double influence of Pluto and Mars, ruler and co-ruler respectively of Scorpio, which can make them suddenly and darkly combative. So you can become combative with people. The tarot. The 4th card of the major arcana is the emperor, who rules over worldly things through wisdom, the primary source of his power. The emperor is stable and wise, and the force of his authority cannot be questioned. The positive associations of this card are strong willpower and steadfast energy. So that means you keep going. Even when things are tough, you have a way of pushing through. Negative indications include stubbornness. To me, I don't know. It just seemed like maybe you don't listen to other people when maybe you should. Tyranny or even brutality. Ooh, child, don't be engaging in no violence, honey. Okay. Okay, so let's look at your health. October 31st, people must take care of their health. If they wish to remain alert and able to function as described earlier, getting plenty of sleep and eating well are key to their staying in good shape. Those born on this day should learn to cook for themselves if they don't already know how. So learn how to cook if you don't know how. And regulate a diet built around vegetables and grains with a limited meat intake. The October 31st nature demands vigorous exercise, and if those born on this day don't get it, they run the risk of building up harmful stress. So you need to go out and run and, really get some type of vigorous exercise. Competitive sports and gymnastics may satisfy their needs, but some October 31st people may wish to go even further and take part in combative. There's that word again, combative. So you like a bit of a challenge. I don't know, you may do some Taibo or something. I don't know. Take part in a combative activities such as boxing, Jiu-jitsu, karate, kung fu, or kendo. Tashi is recommended for developing grace, patience, and control. Sexually, October 31st, people need lots of activity, but because of their selectivity, may limit themselves to only a few partners. And we all know that Scorpio is the sex sign of the zodiac, so y'all love getting it on. But according to the book, you are very selective in that area, and that is always a good thing and a smart thing. The advice, push yourself a little bit more. So they want you to push yourself. And because on the other side of it, it said that you give off the impression of passivity and accompanied by a lack of drive and ambition. So they want you to, take on more challenges. That way you can get more out of anything that you're trying to pursue. The next thing that the book says is achievements are important. So make sure you're achieving all that you can. You have to drop your guard to let someone in. Doubt less, trust more, and try to be less critical and argumentative. So watch that being argumentative, needing to have the last word. Watch that. A lot of times when people act out like that, people, I don't know, you kind of lose your argument when you do that. So just let people think that they're right. Just be like, oh, okay, on certain things, say what you need to say and then move on. Cultivate diplomacy. So, in other words, be diplomatic, be fair. Self-assurance is key. So, self-assure yourself that you can accomplish all things. Your meditation is the greatest battles are fought within oneself. So, that's probably your biggest battle is with who you are, coming into your own. All right, that concludes my birthday readings. You guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.